Hello everyone, welcome to HillBro. I am Isaac. For those of you new to the channel, one of the things we like to do is explore Idaho, and we like to explore it via off-road. Last year we were able to connect St. Anthony to places like Island Park, to Arco, to Atomic City, even down to Minidoka and Burley. But we want to expand our adventures. Last year my parents were down in Twin Falls and they had seen the crazy flows of the Shoshone Falls, and they're like, oh, we got to do a video down here. And I was like, well, I can't, because we have not yet connected our off-road trails down to Twin Falls yet. And so that's exactly what we're doing today. Since we have already connected St. Anthony to Arco, we are in Arco today, and from Arco we are going to take the side-by-sides. I've got my Wildcat XX and Dad's got his 4-seater KRX, and starting here in Arco we are going to go off-road to the west, down through Cary, and try to connect all the way to Twin Falls and see what we can see. From my understanding, there's a couple cool buttes down there, sand butte, and a couple caves. But our goal today is to get down to Shoshone Falls. This is probably one of the longest stretches of routes we have ever done. It's about 150 miles from here down to Twin Falls. This is going to be completely new to us. We have very little idea of what we're up against. This may be super crazy. And I have 3 of my young kids with me. I got Riker with me, Riker and Millie. You guys were both on the 300-mile ride around the INL, right?
Yeah.
But Callie, this will be her first long pull, and she was a little nervous this morning. Couldn't decide if she was ready or not, but she decided.
I did it!
She did it. She decided, and she said yes. We are doing our very best to be prepared. We've got parts, spare tires, extra fuel, gear, and I hope you're prepared with stuff, because this is going to be a crazy ride.
Yeah, we got lots of fuel. This KRX tends to go through more fuel because of the supercharger. It really increased the fuel consumption, but I think we'll be good.
So we were worried that we were going to run into a little bit of moisture today, and so Dad put the windshield on the KRX, but it looks like
last minute modification. What happens with these windshields is it creates a negative pressure inside the cab, that anywhere there's dust, it'll just come through the doors, it'll come through the floorboards, and it doesn't take an hour and you'll just be covered with dust.
No.
So
just in case we run into rain and cold weather, I got my cool HillBro sandblasting in progress sweater, a fun sweater to tell everyone that you are a dooner, as well as because I'm going to be stuck in that Wildcat all day. I got my Wildcat inmate shirt.
Whoa, life in bars, prisoner, HillBro.
Yeah, I'm a Wildcat XX prisoner. Life in bars. These shirts are also available to anyone who would like them. I have them for Razors, for Can-Ams, for YXZs, or just a standard side-by-side inmate. All right, kids, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, who needs to go to the bathroom? Me. All right. Looks like we're gonna have to do a bathroom break before we take off. So I think this is gonna take all day.
Every day.
All right, girls, do your thing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous for this.
really?
That desert, I was looking at the maps last night, that desert is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Grandpa's terrified.
I'm not terrified, silly boy.
Okay,
All right, time for a seatbelt and stuff, okay?
Huh?
okay.
Okay, Callie. This is your volume down here, so if it's too loud, you go backwards. If it's too quiet, you go forwards, right here. You feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll have to goose it. What happened, Mom?
Well, you know, little of this, little of that.
I'm honestly surprised we got snow and found ourselves a little interesting pathway that no one's been through yet. So this might take a little bit to get through. We're gonna have to be winched out. What's crazy is I took the shovel out of my backpack because I didn't even think we were gonna run into snow anywhere. Dad's got a winch though.
Can I get in front of you?
What do you girls think?
Yeah,
Are you nervous still, Kelly?
kind of. Not really. Really. Breaking through the snow.
All right, so Dad was able to actually go around this little bushy spot in the snow patch. So he was able to get in front of me. I think just winching me forward will probably be the best thing to do. All right, let's just undo it. Hold on. Got it. Yeah, I got it. A little more. A little more. Like there. Made it through. Problem is that little creek made a big old tunnel and broke through, got stuck. Just make sure everything else is okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're fine, Mom. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right, get yourselves ready.
Alright.
Okay, good. Mom's getting the hang of it. Cameras just don't give it justice. Well, we got down the trail a ways from where we were winching, and we figured out we couldn't talk to Dad, and it's because his cardo fell out. This thing fell out of his headset. And so we're gonna have to go find it.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I heard. There it is.
There it is, right there. Lucky, lucky.
I saw it fall, but I didn't know
Oh,
what it
she
was.
saw it fall.
Here, make sure that it's clean.
Like, I saw it hit the ground. But I didn't know what it was.
All right, put it on. Let's see if we can hear you. Can we hear you, Dad? Good. We don't have to go back and look for it. don't know if you can see it behind us. The mountains. We just came out of those mountains. We went over snow, saw trees, saw some really cool valleys. Hopefully this wind isn't bothering the microphone. Made it out to the desert. Found a spot where Craters of the Moon lava flow kind of hits the trail. Time to have some lunch and a little bit of a break. It's 2 o'clock.
We're only not even halfway there.
Not even halfway there. So I'm a little concerned. This could get us home around midnight. 3 in the morning.
Oh boy.
Yeah, a little concerned about that. So far, the trail out here in this desert is actually really, really good. Yeah. Perfect for what the mutant cat's supposed to be built for. Filthy, filthy. Time to unload the spare fuel, get it out of the cab, get it out of the height of the car and put it down low. You brought a hoagie for me?
Yeah.
Does it have
Sardines?
yeah, sardines, mystery rolls. My wife packed me a lunchbox full of love with Mickey lunchbox. What'd you find?
Some animals fell down there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a jawbone. That's a big jawbone.
Yeah.
Like a deer fell in that crack and couldn't get out. The lava rocks, the desert is a brutal place. Riker found a random cave.
Some big bones in there.
Big bones. It's just a dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not a cave?
Well, it's this is about it. Goes a little bit right there, but not far. Well, how am I gonna get up out of that?
The same way you got down?
Uh,
To leave you here.
Well, we had ourselves a good lunch, good hoagies, good sandwiches. But we're not even halfway there yet, and it's 3 o'clock, so we gotta boogie. We're switching things up a little bit. Riker's gonna be riding with me. Let's do it. We're in the center of a big hole of a butte.
Yeah.
Well, we made it to what is called Sand Butte. It's like a big sand berm, circular berm into a big hole. Sand Butte. We're in the middle of the hole, so we're in the big butte hole.
Yep.
Ha ha ha.
I want to poke it.
Riker just poked the butte hole. We took a little detour from the main trail to get out here, but I knew that if we didn't come out here today, we probably would never come out here. No. So I wanted to see this, and does not disappoint. This is cool. Detour just made it a longer trip, but I don't know. Oh, we finally made it down to Shoshone Falls.
And there's no falls.
How are you doing?
Good.
Okay. Take a wild guess what time it is.
10.
10 in the morning, 10 at night. It is 7:20, and we finally made it down to Twin Falls, Shoshone Falls, essentially, which means if going home is anything like coming here, we get home at 3 in the morning. No, we get back to the truck at 3 in the morning. And that means we get home at 5 in the morning.
I have a play date with my friend tomorrow.
Here, take a running jump
All right.
and see if you can jump in the water. No, don't do it.
Look at these falls. We are on the north end. It is straight down. It is straight down. That's like 700 feet. This
Yeah, I
is
bet it's 700-800 feet.
What are we watching?
the ledge. That's who we're watching for, the ledge.
This is a sheer cliff.
Okay, that's like, you see where that water is? This cliff falls straight down that far. Isn't that crazy? Okay, just a second, I'll help you take a look.
Right, just wondering how many fish are in there. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, you guys, this is actually overhanging. Ah!
Don't go over there. Right, you stay away from that hump.
I'm serious, it goes.
Yeah, I know. That's what we were looking at through that crack.
I hate ledges, dude.
Yeah, I'm not getting any closer to that thing. That scares the crap out of me. I'm fine with flying and everything, but when it comes to ledges, I am scared to death of ledges. I do not like ledges.
He doesn't like wedgies either.
I'd prefer a wedgie over a ledgie.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That was the ledge. That was the ledge Dad was hanging over. Oh my.
You need to launch your drone.
That is creepy. I wish I had the FPV drone and just dive off this.
Oh my word, yes.
Ooh. Okay, I'm done with that. You guys have the best view of the Shoshone Falls. What do you think of that? No, don't get any closer. So Shoshone Falls is on the Snake River, named after the Indian tribes of the Idaho area, the Shoshones, known as the Niagara of the West because it pushes a tremendous amount of water. It puts a good old curtain, when it's flowing, it has a big old curtain of water over all those rocks. About 45 feet taller than Niagara. It is unbelievable. Unfortunately, we did not catch it when it is flowing the most. Keep an eye on my kids. I don't know if it will this year. We didn't get a whole lot of fast runoff, but last year it was roaring like crazy. That is one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've ever seen. I wish that it was flowing as well as it usually does in the springtime. The most beautiful evening as well. But we are still, we are a long ways from home.
And there's no breeze anymore.
No, yeah, so the breeze has stopped, which is pleasant, but the problem is that makes the second person in the trail have to hang like 5 miles back because of the dust. And it doesn't blow away, so. Push up. Oh, push up, push up. Push up. Are we taking the time to look at his jump, or are we just getting fuel?
We better get fuel and get rid, and I don't know.
I don't know. We're here, but the other thing is, like, we're not there.
Well, we gotta go by there anyway to get fuel, don't we?
Right. Downstream from Shoshone Falls is the spot that Evel Knievel attempted to jump the Snake River Canyon. You can see across the way is that big hump. I believe that big hump was his takeoff point. So he was taking off from the south, going up towards the north. And this was the canyon he was attempting to jump over. Holy moly.
Imagine if you missed.
Oh, look, some more waterfalls down there.
Kind of.
I think when the water's running it is.
Or two.
Would you jump that, Millie?
Did they jump off it? No, a guy jumped his car across it.
It was a rocket car. So having big interests and a big advocate of side-by-sides and off-road, you do have to have mad respect for people like Evel Knievel. Not to say that he had anything to do with side-by-sides or anything, but it is people like him in the motorsports industry that helped push it further. Ultimately is what has created what motorsports is today, including off-road. This canyon is one of the most beautiful canyons in the world. In fact, this canyon actually gets even deeper than the Grand Canyon. If any one of you guys are ever in the area of Twin Falls, make sure that you check out Shoshone Falls. And hey, why not the place where Evel Knievel himself attempted to jump the canyon. It took us about 8 hours to get down here, but we're also filming and we're stopping and seeing things that people don't normally see. If you map it out right and you're not distracted by filming or other things, you can make the trail pretty, I don't know, I'd say 4.5 hours.
Yeah, 4 to 5.
4 to 5, make it easy. And so if you guys are looking for a day ride, highly recommend it. Give it a try. Just always be careful, be courteous, be kind. I must say, you two are troopers. Do you guys realize that we are in Twin Falls and it's 8 o'clock? We gotta get home to St. Anthony tonight.
I think I can make it.
I know you can make it. You just might do it falling asleep. I can't tell if I'm doing these hardcore trips because of the channel, or I do the channel to give me an excuse to do the hardcore trips.
Right.
Bull!
Can you see me? Riker and I, half a tank of fuel from Twin Falls to Bear Trap Cave. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the KRX, everyone else to catch up, and then we'll probably dump our spare fuel and do our last leg to Arco. That wasn't too bad. That stretch from, well, not from Twin, but kind of halfway between to bear trap. That is the funnest stretch and best part of the day.
Except for the power pole part, that was rough.
Yeah, that power pole sucked. It's 12:30.
Midnight.
Yeah, 30 minutes past midnight. That was the best part of the day.
Oh yeah. My leg.
That silly dust does not settle.
Good morning, Callie. Oh, my wrists are feeling it bad because it's cold.
Like they're cold or?
Yeah, my wrists are cold and I can feel it.
Did I hit you?
What I do is I just sit on my hands.
I can't sit on my hands, right?
How far down is Bear Trap?
Bear Trap's just right down there. We're right close to it. Alright. Getting that filled up.
Chug, chug, chug.
There we go. As we were refueling, I came over to this Bureau of Land Management sign. I know you can't see it well, but Critters of the Moon, National Monument and Preserve. And I found a geocache hanging off of it. Oh, you guys can't see this. Anyways, there's a geocache hanging off this sign if anyone's interested to sign their name on it. Cool. All right, I think we're all ready to go again. Last stretch.
Yep.
I didn't have a pen. I can't sign my name.
I can have it.
That's all right. My hands are cold. My wrists don't work. Well, we finally made it back. This is actually the morning after the ride because we made it back to the truck at 3 a.m. in the morning and it was like 35 degrees outside. And so everyone was cold. Everyone was ready to, everyone was just dead tired. Everyone was ready to just load up and get home. And so as much as my kids love to do the sign-offs on the videos with me, they were basically asleep on the trailer while we were loading because they were so dang tired. Getting home 5 o'clock in the morning, I still having a hard time focusing on stuff. I can't see straight. I love rallying in the desert in the middle of the night. It's just nothing but pure focus for hours on end. And it's just adrenaline, 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 adrenaline. I love that. But it did get cold. We had to bundle up the kids and we had to make sure that everyone was still comfortable. Like all of our other connecting rides, this route will be available on our website at HillBro.com. Go to the header bar media or something that indicates that it is trails that you can follow. Do know that the routes that we take sometimes do run into issues. There's only so much I can do when I only run those trails just occasionally. So just verify that if you do follow our routes, do know there is a potential that there is a little bit of improvising you may have to do. All in all, the machines worked pretty good, actually pretty flawless. We found ourselves a lot of frosting. These things are caked, so we got a lot of cleaning to do. Grateful that all the machines worked. No breakdowns. This thing's getting a little loose. I'm gonna have to go through. A lot of the times it's a sway bar joints on these machines that get to rattling, and it's starting to rattle. I need to go replace some sway bar stuff. Well, I'm gonna go clean things up after yesterday's ride. We really enjoy doing these rides and we really appreciate all of you guys who follow along. If you enjoy these videos, go ahead, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching HillBro and have a nice day. See ya.